What's up, Web3 and everyone watching? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate all the views and any support you give this video. I just wanted to give a bit of an update on all things Noble, where I'm at in my life at the moment, and some updates on what's going on Solana. As you can see, I've got my beautiful NFTs and artwork up behind me, just chilling on the counter. I had to leave the farm. We make choices in life. Sometimes those come with regrets, but you can't let mistakes weigh you down. I'm truly looking forward to the next chapter in my life and what the tree of life can offer me in terms of fruit going forward. I'm always grateful and I stay bullish on my life. No matter how many knocks life gives me, I managed to get an adapter for my camera, so I'm looking forward to creating some content going forward. Starting off, I wanted to just give a major shout out to the Geckos. They just reached over 1,000 Immortal NFTs that will never be sold again. You just got to think how insane that is. Like, most people buy for the quick flip. In this current stage, or the last few years actually, most of crypto has been about the quick flip, making the paper hands rich. Whereas Geckos, it takes a different type of community to have people lock up things, valuable NFTs, thousands of them, locked up forever, never to be seen again on the marketplace. So big ups to Genuine, big ups to everyone involved in the Gecko community. I'm honored to have my Gecko part of these. He was number 350, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just absolutely crazy to see a project able to do this. Then next up, we've got Sensei NFTs. As anyone that follows me knows, this is probably one of my biggest convictions. I'm crazy bullish on the love meta, on bringing positivity to this world, helping each other as a community to become our best selves. Not necessarily for financial gains, but to make the world a better place. Sensei's done a few things. I just saw this in the corner of my eye. What a sexy panda. And I'm so glad that King 88 was able to secure it again. I think it was lost with a bit of a degen, what you would call it, Sharkify loan that he forgot to repay, if I'm not mistaken. But how sexy is that? My internet's not the best, so this gives taking a minute to load. But how sexy is this NFT? I mean, you don't get better artwork than the Sensei Pandas, in my personal opinion. 3D breathing NFTs made by Monolith. Right now, these are going for free. If I could sell a kidney, I'd load up on a bunch of them. Um, there's no immortal lock for pandas, but you can consider quite a few of mine immortally locked because they're never going to see the market again. Of course, I do have some of mine that I will list or give on to people that will appreciate them in due time. When the floor price is probably 10 to 20 times this. Right now, I'm really happy because the cheapest stoner panda or bucket hat panda is just over a soul, which is where I want to keep it. I'd like to be able to keep the floor of those decently above the base pandas. Um, what's happening with Solana? So, as you can see, we've had a major dip in the last, I would say, 6-7 months. Not even, when was this? So since September last year, we've gone down quite a lot. But anyone involved in crypto, you should know about the cycles. You should know there's a time to load up and a time to sell. I don't know, I have an issue clicking the sell button, which leads to quite a few round trips. I've had a few the last week or so. My bags are hurting. These diamond hands haven't been too lucky lately. Holding the wrong bags, and it's just one of those things. But I do feel the entire crypto space it's never going to be stopped now. It is inevitable. The onboarding is happening. This is going to be a part of our everyday lives, whether it's getting involved with NFTs, using smart contracts with everything from mechanics to certificates. Imagine getting your university degree as an NFT. It's immutable, it's unchangeable. It's just something that lit a fire in my ass in 2022. I've followed blockchain technology since 2014, roughly. Wish I had kept some of the bags from back then, but trusting in this industry can be difficult, which is why I love the Sensei NFTs, because someone like Solana Sensei is here and he's staying. Yes, he's getting involved in other spaces and some Web2 projects, but that doesn't mean he's ever going to leave this space. The love meta will never die. It is eternal. It is immortal. And that's just straight facts. If you're a bit of a degen, you must know trading cards are all the hype at the moment. With Beezie coming to Solana, I highly recommend some people check it out. If you do, drop me, use my referral link. I'd really appreciate that. The reason I'm laughing is I really wanted to use Noble Network as my username, but because it has the word knob in it, Beezy wouldn't let me use that. So I've got What's My Name, which is my other alias, and you can drop What's My Name in your referral. I'm waiting for them to give us brokies a bit of a chance, because $100 is a bit steep for me at the moment. But check them out. What I love about them is that the cards do not get recycled. Once it gets pulled, it's out the machine. So if you've got enough capital to burn, chances of hitting those grails is almost a guarantee if you're willing to go through it. The average value is $111 on this $100 floor. It's a cool thing. They've got some stunners in the mix. I tried it out when I was on base. I'm really keen to give the Solana claw a bit of a draw here when I can. But yeah, check it out. I wonder if I can open this up. So yeah, you can use What's My Name, or I'll drop the link in the description. Then Meteora, shout out for this epic drip. It's good fee tech, especially when you manage your positions, and don't diamond hand when you take the loss. Take the small loss. Often you can earn fees on the way down. I love to look for new pools that this is currently set, I think, for anything younger than 36 hours. But look for a nice new pool. Get a decent bin step. So the bin step's how much range you're going to have once you set up the position. So this is almost a perfect chart. If I had some soul to throw in the mix, I would definitely be hitting this. This is a 100 bin step, which is decent, and a 2% fee. So I usually go 50% spot, 50% bid ask, and then you earn fees along the way. So let's say, for instance, you did this. It's going to reset if you turn the autofill off, that, it's going to set up your range quite nicely. I love that they've added this to their user interface, because I used to have to set up the position, go to deck screener, set up my range, and manage it that way. But this is a lovely way to manage and watch your position while it happens. So I would open it with 50% of what I wanted as a spot, then 50% as a bid ask. Then essentially what happens is, as the token ranges within your range, it buys and sells the soul or that token, and you earn the fees along the way. So the ideal scenario is a single-sided soul position, a nice dip. So this would be a dip of 50%, 50% down, and then you want it to bounce back up so you can earn the fees. Something to take note of is the fee collection token. I think in December they launched being able to get just in the quote or the base token. So make sure you're happy with this. If you want the risk, it's nice to have something in both base and quote token, so you can get soul as well as the shitcoin. And then when it dips, you earn that shitcoin, and when it climbs back up, you make decent gains on that. But obviously there is risk involved. If it dips below your range, you're going to have nothing left but the meme coin. And then you can hold it, but that's very rarely worked out for me. Most of the times I get wrecked is when I try and hold a bag that's dipped below my range. You want something that dips nicely but stays within your range. Once it dips below your range, I would say cut your losses and look for the next position. You can, once it dips into this range, say for instance we opened this and it dipped down to here, I would withdraw my liquidity and open it as a bid ask in the other direction, and then you can get decent gains in that manner should it go back up. If it doesn't, then obviously you might be taking some losses. this often happens. So say now we did open the position, it would be pumping out of range at the moment, which is all right. You can reopen the position, but it usually will come back into range to retest. I wouldn't too quickly recreate the position and go higher, because then your bottom end is obviously higher. Then something I've been involved with recently and quite bullish on, I was onboarded to FOMO. I got into Henry really early. I bought down here. I saw it. I checked his followers. I checked what he wanted to do. I think my entry was around 30K. And I totally round tripped it. I watched this candle go all the way above 500K. I was like, nah, let's hold it. And obviously, round trip badly, bought the dips, and it's not looking too great at the moment. But I really believe in what he's trying to accomplish with onboarding normies using the FOMO platform. It's really great. You can check it out using my referral link. My referral link is fomo.family/r/Noble Network, and I'll put that in the description as well. What I love about it is it alleviates the issue of normies having to have the keys, having to look after all that sort of thing. They log in with their Apple, they log in with their Google, and they can trade meme coins. And you can check people's theses. You can see what other people, you can follow people, see what they're buying, see why they're buying it, which is important, as well as keep track of who's paper handing coins, who's holding for the long run. I appreciate what Henry's been doing. One or two of the people he gave decent airdrops to. The one I saw he gave like $1,000 to. The dude just dumped it, which isn't great, but it's a part of the game. You know, game is game. I should have, by all means, sold on this massive pump, and I could have bought back 5 times the bag down these, or 10 times the bag at this level. What happened last night, there was a bit of a shakeout because every single pump was getting dumped on. So he did a bit of a shakeout. I wish I was awake here. It was like 6, 7 a.m. my time, and I would have loaded up solidly. I did buy a bit between 50 and 60K just to make sure I'm happy. And shout out to Henry for checking the visuals I made and being bullish on what he's trying to accomplish. He did send me about 700,000 tokens, which isn't what I would have had if I'd paper handed it, but I'm grateful for the recognition. And I look forward to this token getting back to all-time highs and showing the paper hands that sometimes holding is key in this space. And that's that, I think, for this quick update. Let's see if this will load up. I haven't been on this machine in almost 2 months now. See, I'm not even logged in on X. But let's see if I can load my profile without logging in. As you can see, my hair's grown back since the last breakpoint. I would really love to attend this breakpoint in London coming up, but I'm coming to terms with the fact that it might not be in the cards for my life. Got to log in to do that. Let's see. Okay, so if you check out my profile, you can see some of the development work I've done. I'm open to any and all opportunities to make cash in this space. I would love to be able to attend breakpoint, whether it's creating content like this at the venue, whether it's creating a platform for your token, your community. I've done this panda love level, which checks when last the panda was sold and creates a score based on that. I did the K9 impound, which lets you impound your NFTs, sort of like Sharkify, but within the community. I did an airdrop tool. I'm playing with the Metaverse project, but that's been on the back burner because there wasn't too much interest in it at the moment. But I would really love for any support, any opportunities within this space. And yeah, that's me for this video. Once again, shout out to the Geckos for getting 1,000 NFTs locked up. It's really mad bullish. Oh yeah, last thing. Meteora released their referral program. Make sure to check it out. You have to stake some Meteora to be able to get access to it. I'll drop my referral link in the description of this video, and I would really appreciate it if you go and try and earn some fees along the way, because in the gold rush the best things to do is sell spades and shovels. So that's what Meteora is to me. You can earn fees instead of buying shit coins and hoping they go up, you can open a position and earn fees on all the people that are busy trading that token. While buying shit coins, and I'm in on Henry, in on FOMO, watched him make like, I think 20K last night and round trip it. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that round trips like a motherfucker. But yeah, that's me for this video. Thanks very much for watching. If there's anything you'd like me to cover, make sure to drop it in the comments. Peace.